Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my top 5 picks for fall eyeshadow palettes. And I have things at different price points, but the most expensive thing I'm going to show you is $39. So I still feel like that's reasonable because so many palettes nowadays are $50 plus and you don't need to spend that much to get a good eyeshadow palette for fall. So I'm going to start with most expensive and then go to least expensive. The first palette that I want to talk about is the one that I have on my eyes right now, and this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. Say what you want about Jaclyn Hill, but she knows how to put together an eyeshadow palette in terms of color and textures. So this is the palette that she designed for Morphe. I had her first palette and I enjoyed it a lot. I only got rid of it because it was old. So I think I bought this right before I decluttered the first one. But look at these colors. Does this or does this not scream fall? The only part of it that is not fall-ish are these purples and pinks down here. Those aren't really indicative of fall, but I think the rest of it is very, very fall. I mean, you have so many warm browns, you have reds, you have oranges, you have a gold, a yellow. Yeah, this is very, very fall. So in case you're wondering what I have on today, I decided to go with this matte highlight shade. It's called Certified. There aren't a lot of options in here for highlighters. There's pretty much just these two up here, and this is a matte cream, I would say, and then this shade right here, I'm in it, is it's a dual chrome. It's like a white, but it has pink reflex in it. It's very pretty, but I feel like it would look better with these purple and pinks down here. I don't feel like it really goes with most of the palette. So that's my only criticism of this palette, is I wish that they had had a shimmery highlight shade that would go with most of the colors. But other than that, I think it's stunning and perfect for fall. $39. You can buy this at Ulta or Morphe. I didn't finish telling you what was on my eyes. All I told you was that I had on the matte cream shade as my highlight. The rest of my eye look is Drama Queen, which is a rose gold shimmer. That is what I have on my lids. And then I just used Thick Skin in the crease and the lower lash line. That's all I did. Somebody had left a comment the other day saying that they enjoy my looks because they're simple. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I don't tend to do like looks that have like 4 or 5 different shadows in them. I don't know. I guess I like simple looks. I don't like it to be too complicated. But this is definitely a good palette for fall. And $39 is more than what you would normally pay for a Morphe palette. It's only $39 because it's a collab with Jaclyn Hill, because the James Charles palette is also $39. And so if you bought a palette that size from them, it normally would not be $39. Just throwing that out there. Okay, the second palette that I want to talk about is the Maybelline Nudes of New York. This palette is $13.99, so you might as well call it $14. And then how many shades do you get? 4, 8, 12, 30, 40, 16. There are 16 shades in this palette for $14, so a little over $1 a piece, so that's quite reasonable. And what's nice about this palette is you can pretty much get it anywhere that sells Maybelline. So if you're out picking up some groceries at Walmart or Target, you could pick it up. or if you have to go to the drugstore to pick up a prescription and you're at Walgreens or CVS, you could pick it up. So there's the convenience of it, but the quality of this is very good. If you tried any of Maybelline's large palettes in the past and you were less than happy with the quality of them, it's much, 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 much better. These are really nice quality, and I feel like this is definitely a very fall palette because you've got your warm browns, you've got some cool browns too for people that like cooler browns. You've got some mauve, purple, reds. You've got some coppers, you've got some golds. So there's a lot of different directions you could go with this. But I've used this quite a few times and I do really enjoy it. And I think it's one of Maybelline's best eyeshadow palettes for sure. I also really enjoy their City Mini palettes. I think those are very good too. But this is larger, so you could do more, you know, different kinds of looks with it. It's more versatile because of the amount of shadows that are in there. Okay, this I just mentioned in a video yesterday. This is the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette. If you are somebody that likes more neutrals and you don't really like any of the reds or oranges that are prominent in the fall, then this is the palette for you. Colourpop is always very good quality. Their prices are very reasonable. This palette is $12. All their 9-pan palettes are usually $12. It's just neutrals. And it leans kind of cool if you look at it one way, and then if you look at it again, it looks warm, it looks neutral. I feel like there are all different tones in this palette, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you can do a lot of different kinds of looks with this. This is one of Colourpop's best-selling palettes for a reason. It just appeals to a lot of different people. I'm not somebody that's really into neutrals. I like eyeshadow looks with color most of the time. But if I'm going to do something neutral, this is one of the first palettes that I think of. And $12 for 9 shades, that's only $1 something a piece, so the price is right. I know you can get this, of course, on Colourpop's website, but I'm not sure if they sell this in store in Ulta or not. Ulta doesn't have a huge selection of Colourpop palettes, but I'm thinking that I don't think this is one of the 9-pan palettes that they have in store. I don't think. I could be wrong. Check the website if you are curious about that. Okay, we're getting down there now. There's only 2 palettes left. And like I said, I'm descending into more and more affordable as we go on. This was a tough one because I knew that I wanted to choose a palette by Profusion, but I wasn't sure which one. But when I think of fall colors, I think of reds because like the leaves changing colors, you've got your reds and your browns and your golds. So those I think of as being fall colors, but at the same time, I also think of green as a fall color. But I decided to go with this one because this is the Profusion Rubies palette. It's only $5 at Walmart or on the Profusion website. And this is very, very fallish because you've got your reds, you've got an orange, you've got a gold, and I really love the look that I did with this. I did a dedicated video to this palette and I was so happy with the way that it turned out. I thought it was a really pretty look, and I just feel like even though this is mostly reds, I feel like it is quite a versatile palette. Like you could do a lot of different kinds of looks with this. And if you've never tried Profusion, Ugh, you're in for a treat. Their eyeshadow formula is so nice. I can't say about their older palettes though. I was at a mall yesterday that had a Macy's, and you know how they have that Macy's backstage area now where it's like old stuff that's been marked way down? And I saw some really old Profusion palettes over there that were really inexpensive, and I was so tempted to get one just to try it so that I would know how the quality was of their older stuff. But in the end I decided not to get it because I would just rather stick to what is current and new, and I guess it doesn't really matter what the quality was like before. But if anybody ever tried any of the Profusion palettes years ago, the eyeshadow palettes, let me know about down below if you feel as if the formula has changed, because I am kind of curious. But the ones that they sell at Walmart, I mean, look at this shelf behind me. The top 4 shelves are all Profusion. I have a few little e.l.f. bite-sized palettes in the front, but the larger palettes that you see are all Profusion, and I just feel like their formula is unbelievable for the price. So I went with the Rubies palette. So check out that dedicated video that I did on this if you haven't seen it yet, because I'm really happy with the way that look came out. And last but certainly not least, my 5th palette that I am choosing for fall is an e.l.f. bite-size palette. This palette blows me away every time I use it, and it just screams fall. And this is the Berry Bad palette, and that is what it looks like. The e.l.f. bite-size palettes are $3. For $3, you get 4 decent size pans of eyeshadows. And if you have not tried any of these yet, are you living under a rock? No, I'm just kidding. The formula on these is good, and you wouldn't expect it to be for $3, but e.l.f. really has a hit on their hands with these palettes, and I wish they would just come out with a ton more. There are a lot of them. I think there's 8. I'm pretty sure there's 8 palettes. Let's see. This is Berry Bad, and then you have Hot Jalapeno, Acai. I forget what the rest of the title of that one is. I just remember the Acai. Cream and Sugar, Rose Water, let's see, Carnival Candy, Pumpkin Pie, and Truffles. I had to go over there and cheat and see what the other 2 were. So yeah, it's 8, and Pumpkin Pie is another one that is very fallish, but as you can see by my eye look today, when we get into the orange territory, these kind of colors just don't look as good on me as other colors do, so that's why I went with the Berry Bad rather than the Pumpkin Pie, because this palette looks much better on me than the Pumpkin Pie palette does. And so naturally I gravitate towards this more. But yeah, this palette, oh my god, like I said, every time I use it, it is so pretty, and I really enjoy that. So those are my 5 picks for fall eyeshadow palettes of what I own. If you have one that you really enjoy using in the fall, comment down below. Would love to know what your top pick would be, or top picks. And that is it for today, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.